Well, hello again, Havasu. It's Chantel Day, your weather lady, and finally I've been talking about the It's You Wave Master, and the guys are here. We have got it right behind us here, and this is Daniel Nardin. He is the innovator and designer of the craft, and so I'm super excited to have him here today, and he's super excited to be here, and I think we're going to see what it's all about. I've been talking about the It's You, ITSU. What does that mean, the It's You, and what is it exactly?
ITSU stands for Integrated Tri-Hull Surf Utility Craft, and that's really what it is. The name says it all. We were looking for something that was going to be a little bit more user-friendly than a kayak, so I built a tri-hull kayak that's a lot more stable. So we have utility naturally built in with it, because not only did it turn out to be a kayak, but we ended up with a paddleboard and towable as well.
Well, that's great. It looks like fun to me already, just looking at it. It looks totally space age, and the next big thing for sure. So what exactly inspired you to make this craft?
I wanted to make a kayak that was a lot more user-friendly, something that anybody would be able to use, somebody without a lot of training. So I built something that you could get on, that you could get off safely, that you would not be trapped in, something that hopefully a wide range of people will be able to use.
So it could be amateur, it could be anybody could ride it, basically.
Absolutely.
So exactly what is it made of? I mean, what is it made out of?
This particular model is made out of what we call thermoform polyolefin. It's a plastic. You can introduce several compounds into this. The key to this craft is actually in the hull design itself. This is a kayak, but we have a motorized edition that we're working on right now that would take different compounds like carbon fiber or Kevlar in a different process altogether. So this particular boat, what you're looking at is plastic.
It's a prototype, so this is the very first one. It just came out of the molding a week before we filmed this, so it is brand spanking new, and the patent is pending, so nobody else has this. This is completely exclusive. We're really lucky to have this. Now, my question is this, can it be motorized? Is there a motorized version of it?
We got a lot of responses about people wanting to put a motor in it right away. Right now, we have one on the drawing board. We're calling instead of It's You, It's Me for motorized edition. So we'll hope to see that by next spring or next summer. Thank you.
Okay, and the last question I have for you really is, you were saying that you designed it because a kayak, and for making it easier. So what are the benefits of, say, purchasing this rather than getting a kayak?
Well, for one thing, it's significantly safer. Other traditional kayaks are dangerous. It takes a lot of training to be able to use them safely. This is safe right off the bat, right off the shelf. Anybody should be able to get out there. I'm more than happy to show you. If you want me to take it down there, and I can show you how easy it is to get on the kayak while it's in the water. You don't need to launch it from the side, which is traditionally how you'd need to get into a traditional kayak. And then you also have the utility aspect of it. So there's paddle boarding we do where you stand up on it and push yourself around. But if you get fatigued from the standing, unlike a traditional paddleboard, you can sit down on this and relax and enjoy the rest of the ride.
That's great. So basically it's like having all of those things into one. So that's a pretty great benefit. Now we've got one more of the great team here with It's You. We've got Davis here. He's our project manager. And I think we'd really like to see this thing in the water, Daniel. So I think we're going to put Daniel in the water here. And so Davis is going to walk us through some of the great things that Daniel's doing out on the craft here for those of us that are amateurs and don't know what's going on here. Let me hand the mic over to Davis for just a moment.
So Dan is going to go through a series of maneuvers that you could do on multiple different types of crafts, a kayak, a paddleboard, and even a surfboard. This one's not quite ready for the surfboard edition, but Dan is experienced enough that he'll be able to show you. So Dan has now pushed the kayak away from the shore. Normally, on any other kayak, you would not be able to board it in the water. It's just simply not safe or stable enough, and you certainly wouldn't be able to stand up on it. Paddle it around. He's just going to demonstrate some basic maneuvers that you can do with this craft that you would not be able to do with any other craft. When we were designing this, we noticed that the versatility was amazing, and the maneuverability as well as the speed. Normally, on your average kayak, you would have to put the paddle much deeper into the water. As you can tell, Dan is barely touching the water, and it's propelling itself forward quite efficiently. He's sat down without any rocking, no worries about falling into the water or rolling. It will go in any direction just as quickly and easily. As you can tell, it stops nearly on a dime and moves in the opposite direction efficiently. And now he's going to demonstrate the versatility and maneuverability of it, how close you can get to other things, into any area with no problems. Even an amateur could do it. That's what this is designed for. It's for any average amateur to be able to get on and enjoy the Itsu. It's News 45's own Chantel Day, the first person who isn't the designer of this craft to try it. Lucky her. I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is for even a novice to hop right on. Hop right on. There you go. How does it feel?
It's comfortable, definitely.
She says it's definitely comfortable and natural. Hey, she's barely touching the water, and it's propelling. It's moving very easily, gliding through the water. The amount of effort that I see being used, even a child could do it. Stops immediately when you want it to. I think she's going to try standing up. Yep. There she goes. Use it just like a paddleboard. She leaned really hard to the right there, and the boat didn't even hardly notice. As you see, she doesn't even have her feet in the footwells. She's got her feet in the water, and it rides and controls exactly the same. Seems like it's effortless.
The seating position was actually part of the utility. It's meant to hold somebody comfortably just under 4 feet tall, under 100 pounds, up to 6 feet, 2 inches tall, 220 pounds.
Wow, so it could really almost suit anyone.
It's a 3-position footrest that's molded into it, which is part of the key to that.
Yeah, it was super easy to stand up on. I've never been on one before, and it was just like a piece of cake, really. I mean, I'd literally never gotten on one, and it felt like riding a bike, like I'd done it before. Really easy, lightweight, and pretty stable. I didn't feel like I was going to fall over, much like paddleboards where it's all core strength and you're trying not to fall on your face the whole time. So it's definitely, for a more amateur person, could start by using this.
You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Itsu Wavemaster, ITSU Wavemaster, all one word, or on Facebook or anywhere on Google by the same name.